Hey, Pisces, Mel, Intuitive Coach here, excited to bring in your March 2025 career and money reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, welcome. Pisces, I am hearing the phrase game over, game over. And you have the coffin card here, but I actually feel like the game is over because you've completed the game in a sense. It's not because you died and the game is over. I feel like you've completed it. There's this level of hard work paying off here, and you may be entering into a new phase of your life. You have the hand card showing up in the present energy. This is about manifesting money, reaching your goals. Yeah, you've reached the goal, and that's why the game is over in a sense, because you're getting ready to embark upon a new journey. Justice. All right, well, that could be game over, right? Some of you, there's been an ongoing battle or a settlement, something you've been working hard towards, just like you would if you're playing a game, right? You work hard towards beating those levels in a sense, and I just get game over. So it wouldn't surprise me to see the world, maybe some new beginnings and even endings coming in here for you. But I do feel like you are heading towards a more favorable position with the treasure. Well, there's the death card. So, I mean, the death card is an ending. It's a major ending here. Game over. And the treasure is your outcome. So I'm excited to see your outcome here in the tarot, because the treasure is worry-free finances. Some of you are retiring. That's what it could be. You may be retiring. As I keep saying that, you have the 10 of Pentacles in your position. This is the card of retirement, legacy, long-term growth. You have hidden talents that you are tapping into, that you are exploring, that you're working with. What's the outcome here, Spirit? The outcome. All right, I will take that. That aligns beautifully with the treasure here. So bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor. So the Emperor is big boss energy, right? This is about control, feeling more in control of your life. Why? Because you've gone through some heavy things. You've hit the next levels and you've climbed your way to the top in some way with the Emperor. You may have even gone through some bad investments or some financial challenges. You could be paying off debt this month. There may be, maybe that's the game over. Like, this is the last payment that I'll ever have on this loan or on this vehicle or whatever it may be for you. But I feel like it's going to bring more money in your pocket, or it's going to bring more peace, more enjoyment, more celebrations. You're closing the coffin. You are putting something to rest. Some of you have ended a job. It could be because you've received an offer elsewhere. The hand card, you are as I throw that at you, you are manifesting money here. This is hands-on work. For some of you, you could be creating, you could be writing. I am getting using the hands. Maybe you're a healer as well, a massage therapist, an energy worker. You could help other people in some way. This is my helping hand. So I feel like you are being of assistance. Some of you are assistants. Or there's financial assistance or a settlement, something coming to fruition, and it feels really good with that Justice card. After a period of uncertainty, you have the moon crossing your path here. And again, with the outcome being the treasure, this is about hidden talent. For some of you, there's going to be sales, maybe sales of a property or assets here. You could be planning your long-term growth, planning for retirement, planning to sell or buy or move or purchase. It just feels like this is a good energy. Your head is in a good spot. There are celebrations coming in here. You may even be enjoying some of the fruits of your labor by traveling or investing or buying something that you've wanted for quite some time. All right, bottom of the deck, yeah, you do have the Laborer card. Your hard work will be rewarded soon. Keep at it. Some of you are investing in maybe a new wall or kitchen, basement remodel, a new vehicle. I feel like there's someone that you could be hiring to fix something up within your life. Maybe it is to fix up a home. You could be painting some walls. Either you're doing this yourself or you're calling someone in to help you do some maintenance or painting or any kind of labor work in the month of March. I'm also getting like yard cleanup or some cleanup or removal of stumps. This may have to do with outside work as well. Don't be afraid of hard work. What lasts won't come easy. But I feel like you are embracing the 10 of Pentacles. You're embracing what your hard work has earned you. I keep getting that for you. All right, starting off, we have the Justice scales. Now, sometimes people are nervous when justice comes around, but this is accountability, right? It's accountability for our actions. And we don't always see how karma plays out in other people's lives, but we don't necessarily need to. Sometimes we feel like we want to see it. That's just our own ego. We have our own karma to deal with. And when the justice scales show up, this is about a judgment that is fair. This can be blunt. It is the truth. This could be you being blunt or truthful with yourself and saying, all right, what is over, right? The very first phrase that came in is game over. And at first you're probably thinking, whoa, wait a second, what does that mean? But that's what the justice delivers. You know, she delivers the truth, and sometimes it can be a bit blunt. But in this case, I feel like it's in your favor with all of your outcome cards here. This is done with. If you've been fighting for justice, because you know that there was an unfair act or an unethical act. Some of you perhaps went to human resources, or you've been wanting justice. I think this is beneficial to you. You are the benefactor here. There is karmic retribution showing up, and the moon crossing you is saying you weren't quite sure. You weren't quite sure if there was going to be a settlement, or if it was time to move forward, or if how it was going to turn out here. But justice sees everything. You see that she has the blindfold on her eyes, but one eye is peeking out. So she sees everything. Even if people around you are shady, cunning, sly, manipulative, justice sees it. All right, karma sees it here. And the moon crossing your path, this is like the reverse of the moon, which is truth exposed. Something is being exposed here. And if you did your, if you were in the energy of truth and your moral compass and you're standing in your own integrity, I still feel like this is a benefactor for you. Now, the moon is truths coming out after secrets or after shadows or something was hidden from view. Justice comes in and says, oh, no, it wasn't hidden. I saw it. I saw it. So bottom of your spread here in the deep past, you have the Two of Wands. You got the whole world in your hands. But it may have felt like you were stuck at a decision point here. Prayers. You sent your prayers up to the heavens and you were asking for direction, asking for a sign. And Spirit is saying here, maybe that sign was about stepping out of your comfort zone, not doubting yourself or staying in a period of stagnancy or complacency, but it may have felt like you couldn't quite make a move. Maybe you had to wait for justice to do its part here. And I feel like the Two of Wands is allowing you to see both sides of a situation now. Maybe a side that you weren't able to see before, you're able to see it now with justice showing up, some sort of truth being exposed. Now, in the recent past, you are in the Nine of Pentacles energy. This is one of my favorite minor arcanas because when she's showing up in all of her glory, all of her power, the Nine of Pentacles is one before the 10, right? The 10 of Pentacles, which is creating a life that she loves, individual achievement. There's something that she's done here on her own accord. This is her strength, her stamina, her determination. You've built your way to the top here in some way. And the Nine of Pentacles is being proud of what you've accomplished, not just in the physical world, even though the Pentacles is a very physical energy. It feels like spiritually and emotionally, you're feeling good about your service, about your work, that you didn't take any shortcuts here, that you put in the hard work and you're reaping the rewards of it here. So 9 of Pentacles, self-sufficiency and hard work paying off. You see that she's laying there in that chaise lounge. She has a book. She has her cat draped over her shoulders. She has her wine and her fruit and the tree of apples and abundance above her. Life is good. So I feel like some of you, yeah, you may have treated yourself. You may have taken that vacation or taken some time to soak up all of your riches, whatever riches represent for you, Pisces. Now, above you, you have the Hermit. So what's coming up above here is maybe taking a little bit of time for yourself, maybe going within. Now, we are in the 9 year, which is the Hermit energy. This is taking a little bit of solitude for you. This can be introspection. It can even be withdrawing a bit from drama or withdrawing from social media for some of you. I have been getting the collective message around the Hanged Man. All right. If you've watched any of your other, maybe Moon or Rising or any other placements for the March career readings, the common energy that's sweeping through is the Hanged Man, which can be about perspectives. It can be about a shift here in perspective. It can be something being in suspension. And I feel like March is a huge catalyst month for change or for how we see something. And you may be wanting to maybe step back. You're not focusing on what is going on so much out there. You may understand it. You may be aware of it, but you're not allowing that energy to creep in and take over your fears. And that's why the Hermit is coming in here. Some of you may be going off grid. Okay, maybe literally with social media, but you could, and literally with maybe going to a country where, or going to a place that feels very secluded, very isolated here. That's going to be good for your soul. You have the wisdom of the owl here. So I feel like this is a good thing for you to do. You may be looking at ways to bring in sustainability. Some of you are wanting to grow a big, delicious garden. Maybe the labor here is building a home in the mountains or in the woods, you know, whatever it is that you are wanting to do. I feel like you have the capability or you have the financial means to be able to make some moves and maybe to protect your assets or protect your, you know, your life in some way, like protect what you have built, but you're not allowing whatever's going on externally to affect you. Because you have the Death card here. The Death card in the near future represents a massive transformation, a massive change. Now, this is a change that may be out of your control, but it is a change that liberates you in some way. Now, the Death is sometimes the most feared energy, but it's actually an energy that is probably the most profound because this is unavoidable, right? We cannot run from death, but when we embrace change, not saying that it's going to be easy to run up to it and give it a big warm hug, but when we understand that there's this alchemical process of death and rebirth, that when one door closes, another opens. I feel like you are embracing the newness of what's to come. You understand it, but again, you're not letting the fear creep in. And that's exactly what I'm getting, because you may not see physically yet what that looks like on the external, right? But you know intuitively that there's change and that there's a door opening here for you. So I feel like the Death coming in is favorable because it's bringing about massive transformation that's going to help you rise up and help be of service, help humanity even in some way, or help your family. You could be leaving behind a legacy. Some of you may even be mediums. You could be exploring your hidden talents because you have the treasure chest. Remember, that's your outcome in this deck, and we haven't even got to your outcome in the tarot, but this could be taking a look at your medium abilities, working with near death experiences, like writing a book about it, maybe watching a show about it. Like, you understand life and death as a rebirth. You understand it in a way that many people do not. And by being able to touch that energy, I feel like it gives you an advantage of some sort, an understanding. And that in itself is an advantage, right? Knowledge is power. So how are you feeling? 10 of Pentacles. You are feeling like there's stability or financial security that you're heading towards. This is abundance, building a legacy, right? It's long-term goals. For some of you, this can be an inheritance, okay? Now, very, very rarely does this represent an actual death. But for some of you, if this has already been stirred up, I feel like some of you could be maybe living off an inheritance, or if you've been widowed, I just feel like that could be something that's settled with the Justice card here. Okay, it feels like it's already happened. I don't feel like it's a prediction of death, but the 10 of Pentacles is about investments, right? Family money and material and emotional well-being combined. Instead of letting possessions and status cut off dynamics. Maybe you've been dealing with a family dynamic and someone has exited abruptly, or they've done something that's been very difficult. Why? Because sometimes greed and control get in the way, and you're like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. I am going to segregate myself in a way, enjoy the life that I built up. And if there are people that are coming in causing drama, I feel like you don't want a part of it. Game over, right? And for some of you, I am getting like France, Germany. Some of you may be from that area. Maybe there's travel towards that area. There could even be a family pet or a family dog that shows up in the month of March. There could be news of like a family business for you as well. Retirement, you could be looking at your like power of attorney or wills or insurance, life insurance, things like that. Long-term goals. I feel like you're looking at maybe getting finalized. That could be changing. Maybe that's something that we hear about or we see in the news. It just feels like the 10 of Pentacles is a good spot for you to be in, because you're thinking about some of these long-term changes. Now, 4 of Cups is showing up here in the environment. So the 4 of Cups is a turning point, because there was an emphasis on the past. Someone may have been frustrated, impatient, or emotional stagnation even. That's that Hanged Man energy. If there was stagnation or procrastination regarding this karma, this accountability, this settlement, whatever the justice was, a legal situation, there will be a justice coming in, or a judgment coming in here that's going to turn everything. It's going to turn everything, where you're going to kind of jump into a new game here. Yeah, 4 of Cups, turning point happening for you. Now, what's in your hopes and fears? King of Pentacles. Look at these beautiful pentacles that you have. You have the 9, the 10, and the King. Those are the top tier pentacles that you can get when it comes to your financial abundant world, your riches. I really love this one as well, because you can see the cow that's standing behind him. And in some countries, the cow is very sacred, very, very abundant. They are coveted in a way. He's holding his cake. He has his wine. It almost gives me the vibe of you can have your cake and eat it too, in a way. You see the dog, the loyal dog that is resting at his feet, and he's sitting on his crown here, and he has the grapes that are in full bloom above him. So this King of Pentacles is a hope of yours. It's big boss energy, focusing on success and money, stability, material wealth. It feels like you've created your money in a maybe traditional way, or there's some sort of tradition that is paying out for you here, but I feel like there's also celebrations. There's celebrations and rewards for all that you have built, all that you have accumulated here. King of Pentacles can be a financial advisor, property expert, real estate broker, business investor, someone who knows how to deal with money or finances, or they have saved wisely, they have built a business from scratch, or they've really worked on their growth, their education. And I just feel like you're going to get that opportunity to enjoy it if you haven't already. Now, the fear is, well, I don't know if this is a fear, but it is a downside of the King of Pentacles, seeking status, right? It can be a status. It can be money hungry, materialistic, dominant, and even unprofessional. So maybe you've dealt with someone. Maybe that's the family. If there is a family member, you may have dealt with a family member who was money hungry, seeking some sort of retribution. And I just feel like it's going to backfire for that person. If they were doing it for all the wrong reasons, if they were doing it from a place of ego, right? It wasn't for their highest good. Maybe it was a lesson they needed to learn. I just feel like karma sees it. Justice sees it here. And your outcome, Pisces, you have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands. Oh, beautiful. I see the castle in the background. Maybe that's Germany. Some of you are German, okay? Or you're very into history, because they're actually showing me like the castles in Germany that have the big old like bombs that are still in the castle walls. I'm also seeing a ginormous clock here as well. So for some of you, the clock represents like the time is now, the time has come, maybe. It feels like one of those big clocks that you'd see like at the bank, or, in the center of a town or a city. It feels like that clock is ticking down. So it's time for celebration here with the Four of Wands. This could be a new home for some of you. You may be moving. This can be stability. You may even be saving up to get married for some of you. There may be a marriage coming in, or a purchase of a home, a combining of assets. It can be foundation, stability, harmony. I really love this 11-11 energy. So whatever wishes you have been working on manifesting, right? When that clock hits 11-11, maybe that's part of it. Some of you could be seeing that on the clock. Whatever wishes you have been manifesting, whatever has been on your mind, whatever action steps that you've been taking towards it, I feel like that's what you're celebrating. That's the goal that you are reaching, and that's you manifesting here, something you've wanted, because you've been working hard. You've been working real hard. All right, 4 weeks could be significant here. You have Scorpio energy, Libran energy, Virgo. I mean, there's a lot of signs out here. Let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have here, please, for Pisces? You have Poised. You are ready. Some of you may be 48 years old, or 48 could be a significant number here for you. This is all about being ready, bringing something to light. There's the moon, right? When the moon shows up, crossing the justice, something is coming to light here. Being at your best. Be confident. Be confident here. Some of you, the Hermit is going to help you. Take some time to not let anyone disrupt your flow, and you could be meditating more, or like I said, kind of going off grid for a bit. It says you can be assured that you are ready for anything right now. You know what you need to do. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. That's why the Death card is showing up here for you. You have every reason right now, Pisces, to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. You can take action knowing you are ready to step into your power, into your light, and into your service to the world. The direction you are moving in is your destiny. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align with this truth. 100% you are ready. That makes sense with everything coming up here, right? Game over. It's ready to enter into a new beginning here. You have the death card, the clock that I'm seeing in Times Square, or in the square centeredness of like a community here. Some of you, it is retirement, or you're going off grid and building something, creating something, whatever this may be for you. The timing is ripe. All right, let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, Pisces, if you can safely do so, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big inhale through your nose. Hold it as long as you can. And release through your mouth with a nice deep sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal that shows up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. Your animal could swim deep in the sea. Perhaps your animal is wild, domesticated, mystical, or even magical. This could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, one that you currently have at your home or by your side, or even an animal that's crossed your path recently in the great outdoors. And if you need a moment, Pisces, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animal, whether you have 1 or 10, drop them below, hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss the notification for when I draw one winner around the 1st of the month. All right, welcome. Welcome to your animals. You have White Raven. White Raven, trust in the magic. Trust in the magic. This is a very magical time for you. I am picking that up. Even though it may seem like there's a lot of outer noise or chaos around you, you are magical. And I feel like you're able to create and beautify anything at this time. Some of you may be 66 years old, 39, 59, or 49. Look at all those 9s showing up. Now you have the Hermit energy, which is also a 9. 9s in numerology and in tarot represent completions, accomplishments, service, and solitude. So the fact that you have triple 9s here tell me that you are completing a major cycle of your life, and get ready to embrace and step into your full-on magic. Just like the magician, right? You have all the tools that you need to turn your life into a beautiful treasure chest of riches here. You have the moth spirit, surrender. Surrender now. And like I said earlier, I think I said this with the Hanged Man, that was the common theme that was showing up in all readings. This is a complete surrender. Moth spirit, that's you transforming, right? Transforming, spreading your wings. Your soul has wings here. So you've gone through that transformation period, or you're about to. And then you have Starfish, one of my favorites, open to infinite possibility. You know, on the Magician card, which you have the magic here of the White Raven, the Magician has the infinity symbol, and so does the Strength card, and I believe the Two of Pentacles as well. So this is about you tapping into infinite possibilities and you having the magic to be able to do so here. And lastly, Rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. I told you, not only with the treasure chest, But with the Four of Wands and the Rabbit spirit, some of you may feel guilty, right? You may feel guilty at times that you're doing okay or that you are ahead of the game. And I don't feel like you are meant to be guilty because you're being of service. You're sharing your knowledge or your wealth or your time or your energy. I feel like there is a flow of reciprocity here. So embrace it. Embrace it. You are ascending here in some way. All right, last but not least, let's get a message here from your soul's truth. What is your soul truth? What can I do to make a difference? What keeps you up at night? What makes you cringe when you think about it, such that every ounce of you screams no more? Where can you create purpose out of your pain? Remember the alchemical process that I keep talking about here, magician energy? This is about you transmuting. That's also the death here. Transmuting one thing into another, creating a powerful situation through magic, taking a negative experience and turning it into something beautiful, something powerful. And that's what I see you're doing here with the death. So even though there's been some sort of loss, financial challenges, bad investment, I feel like you are the magician. You have the tools. You are ready. Make a difference in someone's life today, big or small, because all of it makes a difference. All of it makes a difference. I'm going to get one more from your soul's truth because I feel like there's a branch off of that. What else do we need to know? Yeah, that's exactly it. I was going to say, how can you make a difference in someone else's life? But I was getting your life as well. Like, how can you make a difference in your own life? Because that will ripple out. When you heal, we all heal. When you open up to reciprocity, it comes to you. That's the law of attraction. That's the law of karma. Those are universal laws that I didn't make up, right? They're the laws of the universe, and you understand them, Pisces, in some way. It says, how can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? Growing our self-love is medicine to this world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. I just said that here. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. Look at yourself with a grace filter. You are meant to be in this moment of your life. Release the inner critic and fill in the hole with your soul's truth, that you are infinite. There's the infinity symbol that I keep seeing over and over here, as well as infinite possibilities, right? Here's your reminder. You are infinite. You are loved, and you are already there. There's that 10 of Pentacles. For those of you that are like, Mel, I don't have this yet, right? This ultimate blessing that you speak of, or this 10 of Pentacles, this financial security, this legacy, this inheritance, this investment, whatever this is, you may be saying, I don't have it yet, but I want you to know, right, that you're infinite, you are magic, you are loved, you are already there. That is what I have for you, Pisces. If you like the message, please hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do drop your animals. Lots of love to you.